What happens if an astronaut accidentally drops a tool in outer space? The answer is far more complex and dangerous than one might initially believe. Picture this. An astronaut is on a spacewalk, floating in the weightless expanse outside the International Space Station. They're tasked with a critical repair job, fixing a part of the docking port that had been damaged during a miscalculated landing from a Jupiter shuttle. The astronaut, having undergone years of rigorous training, confidently approaches the task, a specially designed shield attached to their suit's belt. Suddenly, a storm of space debris, the silent and unexpected danger of space travel, hits. The astronaut, taken by surprise, is momentarily distracted, and in that split second, the unforeseen happens. The shield, the very tool they were supposed to secure onto the docking port, slips from their grasp. In the vast void of space, there's no ground for the shield to clatter against, no physical echo of their mistake. Instead, the tool drifts away, pulled by the subtle gravitational tugs of distant celestial bodies. As the astronaut watches the shield recede into the distance, they're hit with the realization of what has just happened. The tool is now lost, aimlessly floating in a sea of stars and darkness. A simple accident, perhaps, but in space, even the smallest mistakes can have significant consequences. The tool is now lost, drifting away into the endless expanse of space. This might seem like a simple accident, but the consequences can be grave. The dangers of dropping a tool in space extend far beyond the loss of a piece of equipment. Imagine this. You're floating in the vast zero-gravity expanse of space, and suddenly, a seemingly innocuous dropped tool becomes a high-speed projectile. A harmless screwdriver, for instance, can quickly transform into a lethal weapon. This isn't just about the potential physical damage that a tool could inflict if it were to collide with the International Space Station or other space vehicles. It's also about the serious risk this poses to astronauts and their missions. A tool, moving at thousands of miles per hour, could punch a hole through the hull of a spacecraft, leading to catastrophic decompression. It could damage critical systems or instruments, rendering a spacecraft inoperable or severely compromised. Consider the vastness of space and the number of satellites, stations, and spacecraft that are currently orbiting our planet. Now think about how a small, seemingly insignificant tool could wreak havoc if it were to collide with any of these structures. It's not just a matter of replacing a lost tool, it's about preventing a potential disaster. And this risk isn't confined to the immediate vicinity of the drop. Given the velocity and the lack of friction in space, a dropped tool could continue to orbit the Earth for years, even decades. This means it could pose a threat to future missions and spacecraft. Moreover, each incident of a dropped tool adds to the growing problem of space debris. This debris, which includes everything from spent rocket stages to defunct satellites, poses a significant challenge to space travel and exploration. Each additional piece of debris increases the likelihood of collisions, creating even more debris in a cascade effect known as the Kessler syndrome. As we can see, a dropped tool in space can quickly become a high-speed projectile, posing a threat to both the International Space Station and other spacecraft. It's a stark reminder of the unique and unforgiving challenges that space presents, and the extraordinary care and precision required in every action taken in this vast frontier. Dropping a tool in space is not a simple inconvenience. It's a potentially catastrophic event. In the microgravity environment, a misplaced object can quickly become a high-speed projectile, posing a significant risk to both astronauts and spacecraft alike. The story we've just explored, of an astronaut inadvertently letting go of a shield during a spacewalk, serves as a stark reminder of the critical importance of meticulous handling and stringent safety measures in outer space. This is not just about the immediate danger posed by the dropped tool. Remember, in space, an object continues moving in the same direction at the same speed until another force acts on it. So a lost tool can become an enduring threat, potentially colliding with other spacecraft or adding to the already significant problem of space debris. In the vast and unpredictable expanse of space, even the smallest mistakes can have far-reaching consequences. So, the next time you think about the challenges astronauts face, remember that even something as simple as dropping a tool